Hello YouTube. Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, also known as Mr. Lighting and a Fan. So hello everybody. Right now it is approximately 12:37 a.m. and the current date is now Wednesday, January 6th, 2016. It is my favorite Christian holy day now. It is the Epiphany, which is the 12th day of Christmas. I've always loved the Epiphany, or as we say in Spanish, el Epifanio. Or we also say, especially those of us from Cuba, Dia de los Tres Reyes, Day of the Three Kings Day. So I always loved this holiday. It remains my personal favorite Christian holiday, all these years after being a happily recovered Catholic. So anyway, so before I go any further, I want to say two things. First, I want to acknowledge my newest YouTube channel subscriber, Drust Right. Capital D-R-U-S-T, capital W-R-I-G-H-T. Drust Right. And I am noticing some lag time, so I apologize for that. It could be a few different things. My outstanding computer tech person revamped my computer, installed a new screen, laptop screen hinges. So, but this is the first time I'm using the new webcam. So, and I must say I look fly. So, but I think there are some bugs that need to be ironed out. Error could be that I just have too many tabs open again. So, we'll see what happens. But I am going to let you know. Given that I have a lot of things going on this weekend, and I want to make the most of my beautiful Yule tree behind me, I'm going to be making several videos over the next few hours. By the way, my sleep cycles have been off lately, and I think that is a combination of several things. The Mercury retrograde, which I recently discovered Mercury is currently retrograding in Aquarius, but on my birthday will retrograde in Capricorn. My natal Sun, Mercury, and Venus signs. Thank you, Mercury! Love this birthday gift, seriously. Yeah, so anyway, so there are some videos that you're going to see the same background and you're going to see the same outfit, but I'm going to, play around with it a little bit. And Durga the kitten is no longer sitting on one of my newest scarves, so I'm going to wear that in one of these videos that I make over the next 2 hours or so. As to when they will be uploaded, well, give me time. Because my intention is to have them uploaded within the next week or so. Anyway, so I want to give all of you a massive thank you for this past Sunday's Oracle of Dreams. It was indeed on Sunday, January 3rd, 2016, and it was from 1 to 8 p.m. Instead of the usual 1 to 9 p.m. Those of you who could have been there and were not there, oh, you missed something good. We had a Name Your Price Day. Yeah, you could come in for a reading and you could say, I want to pay this much for a reading, and we would have accepted it. So, yeah, I didn't even know about that until I arrived. I was like, oh, okay. That's what's called a money miracle. Let me tell you. Juicy money miracle. So it definitely was something that is happening. One of the things that I have always known, especially since I began my journey to prosperity consciousness, is that my income is not dependent upon the calendar. And pardon me, that's just one of those things. It's like I don't believe that I'm going to receive more money or less money simply because of a specific calendar date or a specific season or a specific month or what have you. I think, actually, those of you, yeah, only a handful of you know this, because I'm just mentally going through some of my subscribers, and only a handful of you have been availing yourselves of my psychic services for more than a decade, or for close to that. So when I first became a full-time professional psychic, I found that September through December became the busiest time of the year for me. And then when I began leading group prosperity classes on a monthly basis, I found that I became busier January through March, and then busier March through August, and then 3 times busier September through December. That has remained relatively constant. I found that when I had a position of employment, either part-time or full-time, on the side, or if I had a full-time or part-time position of employment with a company, like with an actual employer, and relegated my professional psychic practice to a part-time basis, I found that level of activity would slightly increase or slightly decrease, but it has remained constant. And I find that there are times when I am especially busy, and sometimes that I'm especially busier. I must admit, I'm enjoying how things are working out for me with regards to Catland and with regards to my side position of employment. As I may have mentioned in at least one previous video, the position of employment that I have as a side position of employment, I've had steadily since September 2014. And I've worked for this company off and on since 2010, but every time that I worked for them prior to September 2014, it was always on a temporary basis. This time it's continuing, which makes me very happy because it's a money miracle, it's a prosperity gift, and it makes me happy, and I enjoy what I learn, and I enjoy what I do. And there are challenges, but I learn a lot, and I learn a lot about myself, and I learn a lot about other people, which I feel is important for me, especially growing up leading what I call a sheltered life. So, having these interpersonal skills and these life skills is very important to me. But what I have found is that with this position of employment, and specifically since September 2014, but more specifically, or particularly since March 2015, I am more part-time the first 2 weeks of the month, and more full-time the third and fourth weeks of the month. And of course, now I'm giving readings at Oracle of Dreams the first Sunday of every month at Catland, and giving readings at Black Mirror Salon the third Sunday of every month at Catland. So, and again, as I have mentioned in many previous videos, and as I've told close friends and wonderful clients and beloved students and loved ones, I am most thankful and incredibly happy to be giving readings at a public venue on a regular basis again. I've never had an issue with when giving readings at a public venue would end. I would always come from the place of, well, it's temporary anyway. And I've now come to realize that I was limiting my prosperity with that particular mindset. Because by my saying, well, this is temporary anyway, I might as well milk it for all it's worth, I was basically placing a limitation on the goddess's power and influence in my life. And I was placing a limitation on her giving me more blessings. And perhaps if I hadn't come from that mindset, I could have still been giving readings at those other public venues, and they would have continued to prosper me and bring a lot of happiness and success to all the people that were involved with them. So now I'm looking at Catland like it's a wonderful opportunity, and I don't know how long it's going to last, and I'm going to make the most of it for as long as I have it. And I say that because I don't, in spite of what I do professionally as a psychic, I don't always know what the future holds. The future could change this fast. It could change tomorrow, it could change next week, it could change next month. Do I foresee giving readings at Catland ending for me anytime soon? No, I do not. Does that mean that it's impossible? No. Does it mean that it's going to happen? Not necessarily. But it makes me happy to be there. I enjoy the energies of the store. I enjoy the commute to the store. I enjoy how effortless it is for me to go to the store. I still remember my first 2 or 3 times going to Catland, and I had my GPS and my cell phone out, and I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking, and now it's like I could do it in my sleep. I mean, I really could like be sleepwalking to Catland, and I would get there. Of course, when I woke up, more than likely it'd be closed, but still, and be like, "Oh, I know this place." So it's beautiful how much more comfortable I feel there. I love that the wonderful new co-owners, Melissa and Brian, have great reverence for what I do. They honor who I am and what I do completely. They respect my feelings, my intuition. They respect my time, my energy, my money. And I think, well, I'd like to think they think I'm especially badass that I'm coming from another state. So, but that's wishful thinking on my part. But anyway, so I'm especially happy with all the people that came to have readings with us this past Sunday. I'm especially happy with some of the wonderful things that are in store for Catland over the next few months. And I'm honored that Melissa and Brian have shared so many wonderful ideas with me, and that they have that they respect my opinions, my beliefs, my intuition, and it's a really great place to give readings, and it's a wonderful place to participate in some amazing workshops. It actually makes me a little sad that I'm not going to be participating as much this year, given my sabbatical. But I have been divinely guided to make very rare exceptions with things that are going on there. It just so happens that this Thursday there is a panel discussion on professional readership, maintaining clients, attracting clients, using social media, and this is something that's very important to me. I really do want to take my professional psychic practice to the next level, and I absolutely want to take my divine plan to its level of divine completion and divine unfolding. And I want to see, all the juicy things that 2016 has in store for me, both professionally and personally. I'm looking forward to this year very much. Looking forward to doing more for my birthday month as well, because I've hardly given myself any gifts this month, which is bizarre, because normally I am doing something for myself every day of my birthday. And I haven't done that yet. So it's and it's not like I'm sleeping 24/7, But anyway, so but I did give myself some really cool birthday gifts earlier. I treated myself to a wonderful indulgence, which for me is an indulgence because I almost never eat them anymore. Blue corn tortilla chips. Oh my goddess, they were so multi-orgasmic. Party time or something like that. They were so good. And I had them with this phenomenal brand of hummus. No, not Sabra, not Tribe. It's called Fountain of Health. Never heard of it before, but they're good. And this one was caramelized onions, and it's made with garlic juice. I gotta tell you that I don't know why people have this aversion of onions and garlic. Onions and garlic are the shit, honey. Oh, my mouth is watery just thinking about it. Anyway, so again, thank you to those of you who had readings with us at the Oracle of Dreams this past Sunday, January 3rd, 2016, from 1 to 8 p.m. Thank you so much for those of you who made purchases that same day, whether or not they were based on our recommendations or the recommendations of other people. Thank you so much for those of you who shared, who tweeted, who retweeted, who reposted, who posted, who forwarded, who did all those social media network terms for getting the word out. And I am very excited about the upcoming Black Mirror Salon, because I have some wonderful divination decks that I have in store, and I know that I have some wonderful things that I'm going to be using at the upcoming salons. I won't say too much now, but I will let y'all know soon. And I am very excited about a lot of wonderful things that are already happening and already opening up in my life. And for those of you who did avail yourself of a reading with one of us this past Sunday, January 3rd, 2016, from between 1 to 8 p.m., thank you, thank you, thank you. May all the monies that you gave us come back to you 100 million times right now. And may you continue to be blessed with everything you need to avail yourself of a psychic reading with any one of us, be it either at one of the salons at Catland or privately, including but not limited to money, time, transportation, and or childcare. And before I forget, I wanted to share with you something that I've known about for a while. Most of you know that I lead prosperity classes, and I've led group prosperity classes, but this year I'll be leading just private ones. So any product that is metaphysical, magical, or mystical that is wonderful for attracting money and prosperity, and it works, I'm all for it. So this is, and I'm probably going to mispronounce her screen name, but the name of the company is capital A-S-C, Alchemical. And they have an Etsy shop. I'm going to include it in the information below. But this is the pouch of Lucre oil. This is one of the reasons why we need to have smell-o-vision on YouTube, because this smells so good. I do not like this product. I love this product. There is a big difference. If I say I like something, that means it's a piece of shit, and I want to get rid of it ASAP, like within the second and the quickness. When I love something, when I love a product, it's the shit. So make no mistake, this is the shit. Now, and I did ask the wonderful woman who created this product how best to use the product. And when you order your own, I'll let her tell you. This is a wonderful pouch. The quality of the material is wonderful. I love this. It contains mint. You cannot see shit like this. You can see a little bit of it, but you know there are mint leaves in here. Mint, I'm discovering, is wonderful for attracting money and prosperity. And it also contains a very beautiful, small but no less powerful clear quartz crystal, which I had no idea that was in here. I was just like, "Oh, look at that! Look at that! That's a magic wand right there. I could make some magic." Whew, very excited. I love the key. I love this wooden disc. This is like the kind of wood that one would make runes with too. Love the logo on the back. Got some sacred geometry going on. Love the front. Lucre, luster, lust, light. Now I shook it up a bit. Normally it's clear, but when I do this, I shake up the magic. And I applied it liberally on my fingertips, on the hairline. Love this. And, of course, the money. I visualized my goals, my desires, my intentions. And it was so funny because it's a roll-on. You don't even know what the fuck this is. It's a roll-on. You can roll it on. You know. And you can roll it on the money. And this is great because you can put sacred symbols on things. Like I love to do the dollar sign, on money. But there's a beautiful astrological. No, it's not astrological. It is. It is what? It is visual aids. I'm getting so excited about this. Okay, so this is the ancient Egyptian hieroglyph for bread. All right, I'm going to make it a little more neat, and I'm not doing. Okay. Okay. So this is the ancient Egyptian hieroglyph for bread. As in bread, dough, Every time I receive money, I always put bread on my altars. Because dough is a slang term for money. Dough is used to make bread, another slang term for money. It works for me, by the way. It really does. So, you know, and yes, all my altars do have bread on them now. Which, you know, I mean, 2 days later, but still, you know. Anyway, so that's it for this video, YouTube. Thank you very much. I miss you. I wish you many, many prosperous blessings, many blessings of love, of light, of life, of prosperity, protection, and peace, of honor, wholeness, and healing, and for new beginnings and divine completion in 2016. Thank you.